Da 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 da! Welcome to Bonn, the birthplace of Beethoven. We've got a map here, Paul. So we are here at the Hauptbahnhof. We will be going to the Munster Platz for the cathedral. Number 5 is where the Beethoven house is. They have a tram system here in Bonn. Composer and pianist Ludwig van Beethoven was born in Bonn in 1770. He lived in his hometown until 1792. The rest of his life he spent in Vienna, where he died in 1827. He is probably most famous for his Symphony No. 5. Da 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 da.
250 years ago, Bonn was the residence of the electors of Cologne. In the 18th century, it had 11,000 inhabitants, mostly civil servants, craftsmen, and servants of the court. The house 363 in the Bonn Gasse, today number 20. In December 1770, Ludwig van Beethoven sees the light of day in a room in the rear building. Little Ludwig spends only the early years of his childhood in the Beethoven house. During his 22 years in Bonn, the family often moved house within the city. Ludwig's father, Johann, is a tenor singer in the court chapel. At age 5, Ludwig gets his first piano lessons. Because he's still small, he has to stand on a footstool.
Beethoven is everywhere in Bonn, and you can check out his entire history at the museum.
Bonn Munster is one of Germany's oldest churches.
We are going to take the tram from Bonn city centre to the Bundeshaus, which is the building which housed the former administrative centre of the former West Germany. So it's a short trip, hopefully.
So up here
Yeah.
somewhere. Then we take the 66 all the way down to here.
Yes. And that particular building is now the World Convention Centre. It seemed a little bit confusing because the line going both ways runs in the same direction on this side of the platform. The tram that we will be getting is the first one to Bad Honnef. Well, that's the final destination, and it's in 6 minutes from now. Right, I think I've worked it out, Paul, because there's a 66 over on this other side as well. So I am assuming that the direction that we're going, it must split and go to two different terminus, right? Because I thought, why would they both be going the same way?
Yeah, I don't get that.
Achtung, Zugdurchfahrt. Wird in einer Minute.
We travelled from Cologne today, and the ticket that we got is a 24-hour one which covers all transport in Cologne and also Bonn. But if you did need to get a ticket for the tram, there is a machine at the station. €2.70 for a single journey.
Linie 66 nach Bad Honnef. 20 fährt gleich.
Well, we've managed to travel 3 stops and everyone is now being chucked off this tram. We don't know what the problem is. People are still hanging around the station, so we'll probably stay here for a little bit and see what is going to happen. But it looks as though there's either a breakdown or an obstruction on the track or something, so we might not get to the Bundeshaus. Well, it looks as though the entire system has stopped working. There are no trains going back either, so we don't know what the problem is. Unfortunately, it does mean we're going to have to abandon our trip to the Bundeshaus. It could have been much worse. We are just one stop away from Bonn Hopfenhof and the city centre. It could have been that we were all those stops away and not able to get back and then trying to find a taxi or something. So I think, all things considered, it could have been much worse.
Well, this is a really nice Baroque type of building. I'm not sure whether I've used that style properly, but this looks like a museum of some sort.
Well, Bonn may be small, but it is perfectly formed, and it's even got a branch of my favourite store, C&A. One thing that I've noticed in Germany is that you do have to pay for the toilet, but here in Bonn they have a little toilet house almost, a WC, and you just pay €1 to go in. I think you can buy a card actually and maybe top it up, but it's €1, and that seems to be the standard price for toilets.
And it's open from 9 until 8.
And it's right in the middle of the shopping centre. Well, we hope that you have enjoyed today's episode from Bonn. Unfortunately, we weren't able to get to the Bundeshaus, but you know, public transport problems seem to hit cities all over the world, especially when we're travelling. Anyway, we will see you next time. Bye.
See you then.